This is day 2 of being unemployed till I find my calling, whatever the fuck that is. So, I've never felt successful in my life. Ever. Like, despite my wife not working, car's got white leather, look at me go. Wife not working, I've always been high paid roles, I've studied law, I've finished the degree, done psychology, done all sorts of things, but never felt success. I think that boils down to probably what the most important task of how I've been able to quit my job. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been the good boy my entire life. You know, the degree, get the job, work your way up through the corporate ladder, buy a property, buy an investment property, put your money away in shares, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, that's all paid off over 12 years. So I started university at 17. I finished it at 21. That whole time I was working at a law firm, continued to work at a law firm after. Took some high-paying government roles, etc., etc., etc. Followed the traditional path. And you know what? That's fine. Because this one key that I can boil down to being patient consistency is basically the entire life lesson of my entire 20s. This is not for those kids that are rich at 21 because, you know what? That's an anomaly. That's a rarity. That's internet bullshit trying to sell you something. No kid is driving a Bugatti at 21. Like, they're just not. You can say with fucking scientific law, no one, because there might be like 5 in the world. And if they've gotten there that quickly, there's probably other reasons, but also hard work. For those kids, the advice that I'd give them is the ability to not feel embarrassment. But anyway, back to us guys, us normal folks that follow the traditional path. So I was able to quit my job now with enough in savings, with the investment property being sold to continue on. My PT income can suffice with passive income for the next couple of years. And I was thinking, yesterday I sort of said, oh yeah, you've got to have the balls to go and do this stuff. But I think all that's a bit dumbfounded in that you have to work consistency for such a long fucking period of time to be able to do these things. To buy the Rolexes, to buy the cars that you want, whatever else, to have the free time in the pool in the morning, or to be able to go play golf like I just have sweating my ball bags off at 12:30 in the afternoon. You have to be able to delay your consistency for as long as possible. And unfortunately, that sucks balls. It's not what we want to do. In this day and age where information's worthless, where I can chat GPT why my ball bag's extra swollen today and give me a valid answer that a doctor couldn't work out, information's worthless. All this effort just has to compound over time. All the seeds that you sowed 12, 13 years ago will come to pay off if you can sit and be patient enough. You can enjoy your 20s. You cannot grind set mindset every single day have to be fucking optimized. You can just continue to work on what needs to be done over that period of time. That for you might be finish that degree, start that side hustle, buy that property, work for 10, put that saving away to be able to buy that property, or invest it into shares, or whatever it may be. I've got a Raise account that's worked up a fuck ton of money by putting $10 a day for the last 12 years. That's a lot of fucking money. That's enough money to go and buy a property with. Like, it's that kind of stuff that you can, if you can consistently be patient, it will get there. And then you can do the things like that. So that's probably my life lesson, the whole fucking 20s. It's not about grinding your nose to the fucking saw or whatever the hell that saying is, working harder and knuckle down and neglect every other part of your life. You know what? I've been to the States a few times. I've been to Europe a few times. You can still enjoy your life so long as you plant seeds and let them grow slowly. Stop sacrificing your here and now for a future that might not come, but also plant those seeds in the event that that future comes. It's twofold. It really is. And that's the value of life, is I can give you this advice and it might be entirely fucking different to someone that says, go grind set mindset from 20 to 25 and you'll be rich and you can do it then. Whatever. Everyone's got their own opinions, but that is what my piece of advice, to be able to get to a point where you can then quit your job on the fly because you want to follow your passion. Be consistent with it. Work towards it. Set up that goal a long time ago. It doesn't have to be worked to every single day. Write it up on a fucking whiteboard so you know that it's coming. My goal was 2030. I want to retire. I want to have paid off my mortgage and retired. I've got 5 years still to achieve that, and it's definitely on track. Not because I've remembered that goal. I saw the fucking whiteboard again. Well, I saw the whiteboard that it was written on. It wasn't still written on the same whiteboard, and I was like, fuck, that was something I said, and it's weirdly come to fruition. Oh, manifestation. I'm a bit woo-woo here. But you will work towards that goal slowly, slowly. Nothing will happen today. It's like me now, right? So I've quit my job. Nothing that I do today will make my side hustle 1,000 times better. It'll make it like 0.001. Me posting this video is probably all I'll work on the side hustle for. But you know what? If you can do this for long enough, consistently enough, then your 90 videos, your 120 videos, your 180 videos, or whatever it is, your 180 PT class, your 180th music lesson will be astronomically better than it was 180 days ago. That's half a year. I'm talking about 11 to 12 years of 9 to 5 bullshit that's gotten me to this position. So what if you just spent the same time working on yourself? You spend 4.5 years at university to work out some degree, to then pretend like you're able to do the job and start off on 45 grand a year doing the dog shit, paper scanning, filing, whatever the fuck it is, but you can't put in 10 years for yourself. You know what I mean? On that side hustle, on that effort, or on that waiting, on that patience, on that goal. I think that's what I'll probably boil down to my 20s to. It's all worked out in retrospect perfectly. The curse of life is that we have to live it forward, but it makes sense retrospectively. It didn't fucking make sense when I fucking hated my law degree, or when I hated the law firm, or when I hated moving cities, or when I hated a certain commute. None of it made sense then, but maybe God gave us the hardest trials because we have a higher ceiling. I'll leave you guys with that. Peace. Catch you guys tomorrow unless I'm dead.